The PLP is focused on young people today, and I feel as though the party is getting younger.
You still ain't answered my question though. I want to know who you want to see as leader of the Progressive Liberal Party, as deputy leader, and as chair.
Utah, like I said, somebody who's going to be the person to lead us.
Benji, you scared? I can bring someone who brave. Come on. He brave. Who do you want to see to be the leader of the Progressive Liberal Party, the deputy leader, and the chair?
Well, let me put it straight. Let me put it straightforward like this. This is my opinion. Because you know we have some spiteful F&Ms, PLPs, and everybody. But when you handpicking teams, the fellas them liable to winning. And what I mean by that is this. When you handpick stalwarts and delegates, you automatically going to win. What I mean by what I'm saying is this. Mr. Christie picked his stalwarts a few years ago. Most of the old senior citizens respect Mr. Christie. They going with Mr. Christie. But me as a young man, I'm going with Paul Moss. I'm going with a Philip Brave Davis, who helps the F&M, the PLP, the CDR, whoever. A really good man. The best man for the job. I thought Philip Brave Davis would stick his head out for a leader. But since he going in the deputy position, I support Philip Brave Davis.
Now, Bannister, a lot of PLPs out there seem to be disgruntled. A lot of them saying that they don't want Christie to be the leader. They want a new face. How do you feel about Christie still wanting to remain as the leader of the Progressive Liberal Party?
Well, I always say this on talk shows. Mr. Christie, Mr. Ingram, Mr. BJ Nordich needs to face the sunset, keep walking, and don't look back.
Hold on, but you ain't just say that, not on Controversy TV. I hear you clearly, a lot of noise in here. Say that for me again.
I said, Mr. Christie, Mr. Ingram, Mr. Bernard Nordich needs to face the sunset, keep walking, and don't look back. Wow. This is young generation time.
Wow.
And most of the Bahamian people who I talk to, Bannister, they are looking for young, vibrant people.
Wow. Now, Bannister,
yes.
A lot of people who I spoke with seem to have a lot of good stuff to say about Brave. Brave helps the PLPs, he helps the F&Ms, he helps everybody. Do you know Brave personally? Have Brave ever helped you in any kind of...
Well, I could say this. Brave is my personal friend. Brave is a fairly, he'll help anybody. Whether you use F&M, PLP, CDR, or whoever. It's not about what Brave even help people, right? Brave is a nice man. There's a lot of people around you want Brave. You know why? He's a God-fearing person. He helps a lot of people. And I really believe Brave Davis needs to be the next leader of the Progressive Liberal Party.
Now I definitely feel that way too. I feel that Brave may become the deputy leader, but I support Paul Moss. But from what I've been hearing, because of BJ Nordich and Perry Christie, I am not sure if Paul Moss will be able to get enough votes to become the leader of the Progressive Liberal Party.
So what I believe Paul Moss could be a spoiler. If he don't win, he'll probably split the votes between BJ Nordich and Christie. But what I've seen in the hall, most of the people are shouting for Mr. Christie. And it looks to me in the PLP like they don't want changes. It's like they feeling sorry for a particular person who take long to make decisions. I think BJ is a good leader. I respect Paul Moss' view. I like Paul Moss and I'll go with him 100%. But this is my criteria. Paul Moss, as a young man, his ears is down to the ground. He deals with a lot of constructive issues in the country, and that's what we need. We need young people to deal with constructive things.
Now, before we go, right, this is the last one. Everyone I spoke to tonight was wearing a delegate badge. They could vote, and as a matter of fact, they voted. Can you vote? Did you vote?
Well, I voted 2 times in the PLP. This time they stopped me from being a delegate. When you get spiteful people in the party, they would stop you.
You was one of the biggest PLPs I ever know. You telling me they stop you from becoming a delegate, they stop you from being able to vote?
Well, number one, they said I was not financial and I had to deal with certain situations. But my candidate, Ms. Hope Strong, told me to pay my money and I would have been a delegate. But just spiteful people just stop you from being delegates. That's how it is be. So when you are hand-picked delegates and stalwarts, that's what happened. But I always tell people this. Even my good friend Frankie Ferguson right here, what the deal is this. The delegates and the stalwarts might like Mr. Christie, but the people who I face every day, don't like his style of leadership. And I believe, like what I told you earlier, Mr. B.J. Nordich, Mr. Christie, and Mr. Ingram needs to face the sunset and keep looking and don't look back. Young people now.
Hey, here we are with you live on Controversy TV, Mr. Bannister. Fellas, be brave. Change the Bahamas. We here live with Omar Archer. Omar Archer, I remember the last PLP convention, you were running for the chairman of the party.
Yep.
And I remember you said something to me that I never forgot. I use it on several of my shows. Omar, do you remember what you said to me at the last PLP?
I ever joined the Free National Movement as long as Brent Stimonette is the deputy prime minister or the deputy leader of that party.
I never asked you. I didn't ask you why.
I honestly and truly believe. I read the Guardian, actually the Tribune, just the day or two ago, and they had an outline of the future leaders of the Free National Movement. I think Branford McCartney is far ahead of the crowd. All right, it's a waste of time thinking in terms of John Folks. As you know, it's a waste of time thinking in terms of Zhivago Lang. It's a
hold on. Zhivago Lang is one of them.
I like Zhivago.
Zhivago's the brains. He's one of the biggest brains here in the Bahamas.
He make a good deputy, but he would not make a good leader.
Why not?
Branford McCartney should lead the effort. He's a people's person. He's a great person, and he encourages those, regardless of your political affiliation.
Now, Zhivago is more settled. I don't know. You know, I support.
January of 2008, lied to the Bahamian public, stating that our economy will go by 3.5% on the low end and 4% on the highest there, knowing quite well that all indications showed in the fourth quarter of 2007 that we were headed for a recession. I can't trust a man like that.
Well, I don't know. I gotta look into that, Omar. I don't have those stats. I don't know if he lied. But tonight we here at the PLP convention. It's all about the PLP. What you doing here?
Well, I'm here to support my party. I'm here to support whoever is elected as leader. Right now, our leader is Perry Christie. And I'm supporting Mr. Christie until the delegates choose otherwise. Of course, I'm wearing a Paul Moss shirt. If they vote Paul Moss in tomorrow, I'll be behind Paul Moss 110%.
If they don't vote him in, you'll take off the shirt and put on a Christie shirt?
I wouldn't take off the shirt, mind you. What I would do is put the shirt on my roof and wave it high and proud. Let them all know that this is who I supported. Paul Moss is the future of this party. Whether people believe it or not, whether they want to embrace it or not, Paul Moss represent the future of the PLP.
Now I haven't seen Paul Moss for the night. Hopefully I run into him before the night out. But Omar,
Paul everywhere talking to everyone, all the delegates. Let me tell you something. People are so excited because of what Paul Moss did. A lot of young leaders within the Progressive Liberal Party found the testimony for to do it.
Yes. Now let me
to step forward. And the challenge for
let me tell you what disappointed me. I saw Fitzgerald over there a minute ago, and I asked him, can he come over for an interview? I told him we are the voice of the people. Can he speak to the Bahamian people? And he denied me an interview. Is that somebody that I would want to see as the deputy leader of the Bahamas? He denied me an interview.
But I can't.
Bradley Roberts came here. Neville Wisdom came. So many different PLP leaders came here. George Smith came and gave me an interview. He is not even in yet, and he is denied the voice of the people. Controversy TV, the most watched show on Cable 12.
Jerome Fitzgerald, I'm hoping, even though I love Brave Davis, I'm hoping Jerome Fitzgerald is elected as deputy leader of the party, because again, he will represent not just the future for tomorrow, but the future as now. Jerome Fitzgerald has a contribution to make, not just the party, but indeed the country. He's a very good man, and I don't know what the circumstances surrounding why he denied the interview, if he really did. But I'm going to tell you right now, he's a real good guy.
The man himself who is going to take on the dinosaurs in politics in this country, the dinosaurs and the fossils. The man who is going to bring youth and change to this country. The man who has a hip-hop song as his theme song. I think that's the bravest man in this convention. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Appreciate it.
This is Jerome Kennedy Fitzgerald, the next Kennedy. Well, I'm named after a president. You're named after a president.
That's right. Which president you name? Oh, Lincoln, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not a politician.
Well, I didn't think I would be either, but I think we all politicians, although we realize it or not.
So why are you doing this?
I think that, for far too long, a lot of us who have a lot to contribute take the view that we're going to complain from the sidelines and let those in authority, the politicians, run the country and guide us as far as policy are concerned. I just made a conscious decision I wasn't going to sit back any longer. I was not satisfied with the direction the country is going, was not satisfied with some of the issues that were being put forth, and I decided I was going to make a conscious decision to make a positive contribution to the development of this country.